Do you want to dive? Have you ever been on a snorkeling trip and seen a bunch of people wearing a black wetsuit and strange equipment with a cylinder tank on their backs and wonder how hard it is to be like them? Wikipedia defines scuba diving as a mode of underwater diving where the diver uses a self-contained underwater breathing apart scuba, which is completely independent of surface supply to breathe underwater. But we have another definition for scuba diving. Scuba diving is all about exploring places nobody else has been, being surrounded by a completely different environment with a feeling of freedom and weightlessness like a fish that you won't find in any other sport. There are mainly three types of scuba diving: open circuit, gas mixtures, and rebreather. Open circuit scuba diving is the most widely practiced type of diving between the three types, simply because it is the simplest, most portable, and most inexpensive type of scuba diving. To put it in a simple way, with open circuit diving, you're carrying all your air needed underwater for your dive in a cylinder tank on your back. Once the air is nearly out, you'll need to finish your dive. With gas mixtures, these tanks contain normal air. The difference is it compresses to nearly 14 times the normal atmospheric pressure. And rebreather, all the exhaled air will go out from your body and the diving system like cute bubbles up to the surface. Pros, it's cheap and easy. And cons, it's limited on underwater time and depth. Gas mixtures, which is the same as an open circuit but without normal air, instead they use a different mixture of air, adding more oxygen or a little bit of helium to dive deeper. Yes, the funny gas. The pros for this is it opens up a lot of slots for underwater time and depth. The cons, however, is it's a little bit expensive and needs more courses. Third, but not last, rebreather, or we can say closed circuit scuba. Basically, in this type, you are using the same exhaled air to produce fresh air after going through a chemical progress. There are two types: semi-closed, which is used for fun diving, and fully closed, which is used for military and complex diving applications. We won't get too deep into that because it's not for a beginner. Let me tell you how to start your scuba diving dream. First, the willing. Since you are watching this video, let's make this point as checked. Second, you should get a physical check to see if you are fit to dive. Third, contact the nearest dive center and tell them I'm going to dive. Last, yourself. You can't do it through FaceTime. Okay, there are a couple scuba diving organizations which issue a diving certificate, which we will have in another video about how to cover the more details about each one of them. But all you'll need for the beginner course is a wetsuit depending on the water temperature, a mask, snorkel and fins, BCD, which is short for buoyancy compensator device, the jacket you wear which is responsible for moving you up and down the water, and lastly a regulator set or octopus, which are the hoses connected to the air cylinder tank on your back, and of course the diving tanks. Good news, some of the dive centers include all of that in the beginning course. I know you're probably getting super excited right now and you want to jump in the water right away, but there are a few things you need to know before. Pressure. Under the sea, pressure increases by roughly 14.7 pounds per square inch, or PSI, which is equal to 1 atmospheric pressure, or ATM. This is for each 33 foot, which is equal to 10 meter increase in depth. What is that? So at the surface, your body is under 1 ATM. Underwater, every 10 meters, the water put an extra 1 ATM on your body. To give you a quick example, let's say you descended underwater for 30 meters. This means your body is now 4 times the normal surface pressure. Want to ask me how that will affect you? It will. The deeper you descend, the greater the pressure of the water around you, and because most of your body is filled with water and all the fluids are incompressible, as far as everybody knows, you will not feel the effects of water in most of your body, arms or legs. Feel just the same way they do on the surface. This is true, but you will start to feel the effects of increased water pressure on your body's air spaces. What? Yes, you have air inside your body, inside your lungs, ears and sinuses. As you descend, the pressure inside your body air spaces remains the same as it was on the surface, whereas the pressure of water around you increases. This increase in water temperature upon descent causes the air in your body air spaces to compress. If you do not equalize your body air spaces, this pressure difference causes a squeeze. The sensation that water is pushing or squeezing the airspace, you can imagine crushing a plastic bottle. Some common air spaces in which a squeeze can occur are the ears, the sinuses, your mask, and even your lungs. Thankfully, a squeeze is easy to correct. In the following videos, we'll go deeper into the subject to answer all of your questions about scuba diving. So let us know in the comments section what you thought about this video and what you think we should cover next. Anyways guys, have a good first dive, and I'll see you in the next video.